Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on what feels like an incredible journey right into the heart of elite rugby.
Yeah, and we're looking specifically at a truly monumental career achievement.
Exactly. We're digging into a recent article that details a legendary Springbok player's path. It's a path to an almost, mythical milestone.
It really is.
So our mission today is to understand what it really means, the immense significance of reaching a century, 100 test caps in this relentlessly demanding sport,
And it is relentless.
and also to unpack the extraordinary career of the player right at the center of it all. It's more than stats, isn't it? It's about dedication, skill.
No, absolutely. An enduring passion. What's really remarkable here, I think, isn't just the number 100. It's how incredibly rare this is,
Right.
especially when you consider the long, storied, sometimes brutal history of rugby.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the sheer number of players who've proudly worn their national jersey. Hitting 100 caps, that puts you in the absolute elite.
The tiny percentage.
It's a profound testament, really, not just to how long you can play, but to world-class skill, that unwavering commitment, and just the sheer resilience you need at the very top.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a mark of sustained excellence over a long, long time. So, okay, let's unpack the details of this incredible journey and the man behind it.
Let's do it.
The name you're probably hearing a lot right now is Willie le Roux.
Mm.
Anyone who follows the Springboks knows him. Veteran fullback, kind of an architect from the back,
Definitely playmaker.
and he stands right on the brink, the very edge of joining one of the most exclusive clubs in international rugby.
The 100-test Centurions.
Exactly. And this isn't just about playing a lot of games, is it? It's performing consistently at the absolute highest level for well over a decade.
Yeah, that consistency is key. Which brings up the question, right, what does it truly mean to get 100 test caps for the Springboks?
Let's put it in perspective.
Okay, so since their very first test match, way back in 1891,
Wow, 1891.
yeah, only 945 players ever have earned the right to pull on that iconic green and gold jersey.
Just 945 in all that time.
Out of all those incredible athletes, all that history, Willie le Roux is poised to become just the 8th player ever to hit that 3-figure mark.
The 8th.
Think about that. It's less than 1% of all Springboks ever.
Less than 1%. That's staggering.
It's an incredibly exclusive club, reserved for the truly exceptional.
And okay, here's where it gets maybe even more interesting. And it says something profound about the sport itself, I think.
Go on.
Not only is he set to be just the 8th overall Springbok Centurion, but if he gets there, he'll be only the 4th backline player to do it.
Ah, that's a crucial point, the 4th back.
So what does that tell us about the specific challenges, the demands maybe of playing in the backline? Does it make that kind of longevity even harder compared to the forwards?
That's a really good question. I mean, look, forwards, they face immense physical impact, obviously. Huge collisions. But they often operate in, more confined spaces.
Right, the tight phases.
Exactly. And they might be rotated more,
Yeah.
especially the front row. Backline players, though, particularly a fullback like Willie, they're in open space.
Constantly covering ground.
Yeah, demanding constant high-speed running, dealing with high balls under pressure, tactical kicking, making reads, distribution. And often those big collisions happen at pace.
And they're often the last line of defense, too.
Precisely. They're exposed to counterattacks.
Yeah.
Their roles need exceptional agility, quick decisions, that strategic vision. So to maintain that level, that intensity and precision for over a decade.
With maybe less chance for a breather on the bench during a game.
Right. It speaks volumes about a player's unique skills and, frankly, their durability. And Willie's style may be less reliant on just pure explosive pace, more on his vision, his playmaking, that tactical kicking. That probably helps his longevity, too.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the path to this historic achievement, it looks pretty clear right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. He's currently on 98 appearances for the Boyns. And he's been named on the bench, among the substitutes, for the upcoming match against Italy in Pretoria.
So, given his caliber, his experience, it seems highly likely he'll get on the field.
You'd have to think so, yeah, barring any unforeseen issues. And that would mark his 99th cap.
99 against Italy in Pretoria.
Indeed. Which perfectly sets the stage, doesn't it? For his 100th appearance the very next weekend.
Also against Italy.
Also against Italy, exactly. This time down at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Gripperholm.
Imagine the atmosphere for that game. If he runs out for number 100.
Oh, it'll be electric. The roar of the crowd, that sense of history unfolding right there. It promises to be an absolutely unforgettable moment for South African rugby fans and obviously for Willie le Roux himself.
Definitely one for the history books. So as Willie stands right on that brink, let's look back for a second. Who are the others, the illustrious few who got there before him?
Yeah, who are the other 7 giants of Springbok rugby?
Knowing this list really puts Willie's impending achievement into perspective. It shows the kind of company he's out to keep. These are names etched into South African sporting legend.
It really is a roll call of global rugby icons. Leading the pack, and remarkably still playing,
Still going strong.
is the formidable Eben Etzebeth.
Yeah.
An astounding 131 tests and 7 tries.
Wow, 131. He's the enforcer, isn't he? Sets that physical tone.
Absolutely. A towering presence. His sustained excellence is just, well, unparalleled, really.
Okay, who's next?
Then you've got the tactical genius, the line-out general, Victor Matfield, 127 tests, 7 tries, a master of his craft, a real leader.
A true legend. And then Brian Habana.
Oh, yeah. Electrifying. Known globally for that blistering speed, that uncanny try-scoring knack. 124 tests and a stunning 67 tries.
67. That number just leaps out at you, doesn't it? Changed games in an instant.
He really did. Then we also have Tendai Mtawara, the Beast.
Beast. Everyone knows the chant.
A cornerstone of that box scrum for over a decade. 117 tests, 2 tries. His power, his consistency, legendary.
Unforgettable.
John Smith, the captain who lifted the World Cup in '07. 111 tests, 8 tries. His leadership just defined an era for the box.
Absolutely. Another captain next.
Yep. Jean de Villiers, midfield maestro, another inspiring captain. 109 tests, 27 tries. Known for that determination, that attacking flair. Unyielding.
Great player. And the last one on the list before Willie.
Percy Montgomery, the reliable fullback, deadly accurate boot, great attacking threat too. 102 tests, 25 tries.
What a list. It's a truly formidable roster of legends. Each one left a huge mark on the game.
Absolutely. And now you see Willie le Roux, currently 98 tests, 15 tries, standing right there among them.
And what's maybe even more remarkable, he's not just hitting a number, is he? He's doing it while still playing a key role, still actively contributing at the highest level.
Yeah, bringing that unique vision, that playmaking ability to the current Springbok legacy. He's still a vital part of the team.
Okay, so let's zoom in a bit more then. On Willie le Roux himself, what kind of player is he really? What defines his career? What makes him such a pivotal figure? His journey's been pretty extensive, hasn't it?
It really has. So Willie, full name Willem Jacobus le Roux, born in Stellenbosch, August 18th, 1989. Makes him 35.
Attended Paul Roos Gymnasium. That's a famous rugby nursery, right?
Oh, yeah. Huge reputation. Produces top talent. His official Springbok number, by the way, is #848, that unique identifier placing him in that lineage.
And physically.
Stands about 1.86 meters, weighs around 90 kilograms. Pretty typical build for a modern agile fullback, blending athleticism and skill.
And it's kind of fascinating, that symmetry. His test debut, it was against Italy.
Yeah, back on June 8, 2013, at Kings Park in Durban.
And now, the same opponent for his potential 99th and 100th caps. Quite poetic.
It really is. And he scored 15 tries in his career so far, often setting up others as much as scoring himself. He's a real catalyst.
Right, that assist game is strong. What about his overall record? Wins, losses?
Yeah, his record really speaks volumes about his impact. He's won 67 of his tests, lost 30, and just 1 draw.
Okay, so that gives him
a remarkable win percentage of 68%. Now, that isn't just about him as an individual, is it? It shows his consistent presence in winning Springbok teams.
Yeah, being part of winning setups for so long.
Exactly. And as a fullback, he contributes massively to those wins, not just with his own plays, but through defensive organization, that pinpoint tactical kicking, turning defense into attack.
Those little chips, the crossfield kicks.
Yeah, and his ability to launch counterattacks from deep.
Yeah.
Often with those, signature little plays, maybe a no-look pass that just unlock defenses. He brings a calm head, a strategic brain to a chaotic game.
And his career hasn't just been in the green and gold, has it? He's played all over.
Oh, yeah. Truly a rugby journeyman. A global ambassador for the sport, really.
Oh.
Provincially in SA, Bowling Cavaliers, Griquas, Cheetahs, Sharks, Blue Bulls.
Delete the list.
And internationally. He's ventured far and wide. Played for Wasps in England.
Right. I remember that stint.
Yeah. And then in Japan, too. For Cannon Eagles and Toyota Verblitz. All that experience, different leagues, different cultures.
Yeah.
It undoubtedly broadened his skills, his adaptability, maybe even helped his longevity, seeing the game differently.
That makes sense. Okay, so connecting all this, the caps, the clubs, the style, what are the absolute pinnacles, the defining achievements.
Well, if we connect it to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
his most significant, most defining achievements, the ones that really cement his legacy, it has to be his 2 Rugby World Cup winners' medals.
2 World Cups.
Yeah.
Just incredible, 2019 and 2023.
He is a crucial, integral part of both those Webb Ellis Cup-winning Springbok squads. Think about that, being part of 2 World Cup-winning teams.
Which is incredibly rare for any player.
Exactly. And then to reach 100 caps on top of that, that's not just a career highlight. That's pretty much the definition of a legendary career in rugby.
Yeah.
It speaks to his longevity, his invaluable contribution, his unique role as that general, that playmaker, guiding the team from the back in the biggest moments on the sport's biggest stages.
So, for you listening, whether you're a die-hard rugby fanatic, someone who lives and breathes the game, or maybe you're just interested in these incredible stories of human achievement, dedication, pushing boundaries, what should you really take away from Willie le Roux's journey to 100 tests? What's the big message here beyond the numbers?
Yeah, I think this achievement, hitting 100 tests, it's so much more than just a statistic, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's really a living testament to immense dedication, to the sheer physical resilience needed in a sport that demands so much from the body, pushes players to their absolute limits.
And the mental side too, surely.
Oh, absolutely. It speaks to an unwavering mental fortitude, performing at the highest possible level for over 10 years, year after year, navigating constant pressure, fierce competition just to get selected, and, the grind of injuries and recovery.
It's a long time to stay at the top.
It really reflects a player's profound commitment to their craft, their teammates, and ultimately their country.
And it's also maybe a powerful testament to how elite sport is evolving. We seem to be seeing more athletes like Willie, whose careers are stretching longer than maybe they used to.
That's a great point. How has sports science, nutrition, training, how has that specifically allowed players like le Roux to sort of defy maybe previous expectations for career length in such a tough sport?
Yeah. What's changed?
Well, modern sports science has genuinely revolutionized player welfare. We're talking highly individualized strength and conditioning, sophisticated recovery protocols, cryotherapy, advanced physio, all that.
And nutrition too.
Precision nutrition plans, optimizing fuel, repair. Players like Willie have also benefited hugely from a deeper understanding of load management, knowing when to push, when to rest.
Which is crucial.
And maybe his playing style helps too, possibly. As we discussed, being maybe more about vision and distribution than just raw explosive power. That might lend itself to greater longevity compared to someone whose game relies entirely on peak athleticism, which inevitably declines a bit with age. It lets him adapt, stay effective, even as the game changes around him.
Yeah, it speaks volumes about his consistency and that vital, sometimes understated role he plays, the playmaker, the general from the back.
He's often the guy making others look good, isn't he? Through those kicks, those passes, his consistency provides this vital anchor, this stability for the Springbok attack.
So maybe this raises a bigger question for all of us who watch sports. What truly makes a player great in your eyes?
Yeah, what's the measure? Is it mainly the number of caps they rack up? Is it the trophies they lift? Or is it those unforgettable moments, individual brilliance that just takes your breath away?
Willie le Roux's career being so long and varied and successful, it certainly gives us plenty to think about when we try to define greatness in this demanding, captivating world of rugby.
It really does.
So as Willie le Roux stands right on the verge of this monumental milestone, his story really reminds us all of the incredible dedication, the resilience, the unique talent it takes to reach the absolute pinnacle of professional rugby.
He's not just collecting caps, is he? He's actively building this undeniable legacy, one that will inspire future players, future fans.
Indeed. His journey just highlights how rare this achievement is.
Yeah.
And it firmly places him among the enduring legends of Springbok rugby.
Absolutely. It's an inspiring testament to perseverance, to sustained excellence in a sport defined by its toughness, its complexity, and, well, its raw passion.
So we'd love you to share your thoughts with us. Who do you think is the greatest player among those Springbok Centurions, and why?
Or maybe, what single quality of Willie le Roux's game do you admire the most? Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, definitely let us know. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of rugby milestones and the remarkable achievements of its heroes.
We hope you picked up some surprising facts and insights along the way.
We look forward to you listening to our next deep dive.